Geek Woo! Hello, and thank you everyone for listening to yet another episode of our Geek Out podcast. My name is Spaniard, also known as Eddie, and with me, as always, a special episode for her special love for the trickster, the master of shadows, the dude who can wear a helmet with curved horns like a boss. We're talking about Loki, people. TisaBoBeesa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode. And yes, first of all, I mean, we just had Super Bowl Sunday that passed. What an amazing game. I did not watch it. But I know how it went because I was talking to people that were watching it and they were just giving me update after update. So I kind of know how it went down. But yes, I'm really excited because we have a lot of really great content that's really random. That seems to be the trend so far for 2020 for us. But yes, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're ready to kick it off. So I wanted to talk to you about your weekend. We haven't done this in a while. So
okay.
How was your weekend? Aside from Super Bowl Sunday, obviously. We just talked about that.
Yeah. I have to admit it was pretty great. It's the first Saturday in a while where I didn't work like any overtime or anything like that. So I actually got to go and pick up my niece and spend a lot of good quality time. As soon as we got back, I got to play Mario Kart, which she's super good at. She got second place every one because obviously I got first. We played Smash Brothers, which was fun. We started teaming up and playing that. That was really cool. And then we started playing some other games on the Switch, and then eventually we just started watching The Dragon Prince, which is an anime show on Netflix that I have been hyping up so much and I really, really enjoy. And season 3 came out, so I asked Ira if she was interested in rewatching like the first seasons with me. And once we did that, we were just like on a roll, and she like was really enjoying it. So now I'm on season 3, and actually my wife and my mom got into it, so we were all chilling and watching it. So it was pretty cool. So that was pretty much the highlight, next to eating a ton of food on Super Bowl Sunday, like literally a ton of food. And yeah, that was pretty much it. How about yours?
My weekend was just a bunch of gaming, to be honest with you. Gaming and homework. Well, I was supposed to do homework the whole time, but I ended up doing a lot more gaming than homework.
It happens.
Yeah, I didn't have any kids this weekend, and I didn't make any plans, so I just kind of stayed in and was kind of antisocial and slept in and sat on my ass and didn't shower and wore PJs all day, and it was fantastic. I loved it.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was my weekend. Very, very bachelorette-esque, I guess. But I enjoyed it because, you know what? I need time to myself sometimes. I'm a really reclusive character. Like, sometimes I just like to crawl into a ball, and just be antisocial for a couple days. And then I, like, recover, and then I'm back out being my normal self. It's weird. I don't know what that is. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And I was telling you earlier how I picked up Overwatch about a month ago, and I put in a lot of time over the past couple of weeks just kind of playing it, and I've gotten decent. I won't say I'm good, but I'm decent.
Right.
At the game. So, you know, when you get better at something, you want to play it all the time. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking boss, bitch. Like, what? Even though I'm pretty sure I'm playing against, like, 12-year-olds. So, I don't know if that makes me good or just a horrible human being. But maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to touch on weekends, you know, since we haven't done it in a while. And before we went ahead and kicked off our first topic.
Yeah, definitely. What's up, Phil? Nice to see you here in the chat. See you on from the Facebook. By the way, we are on YouTube. So we want
Yes,
to try
people
something new.
are streaming 2 platforms. Count them, 2. 1, 2, 2.
2? Yes.
2 platforms right now. Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And before you know it, we're going to be trying to do some face cam stuff so you can see us while we're talking about all our geeky stuff, which should be excellent. This is just a test to see how we do with our podcast on 2 platforms at once. So if you like it, share it, like it, comment, tell us your thoughts, and if you hate it, keep it to your fucking self. All right, so cool. All right, so first I wanted to talk about, since we're already on the whole like Super Bowl Sunday weekend situation, let's talk about some of the trailers that we were so blessed with in the Super Bowl. Even though I think they were more like teasers, though, right? Like they weren't really trailers.
Well, yeah, it was literally it was a like compilation of everything that is coming to Disney
like a little
Plus.
Glimpse.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So we got Loki, we got WandaVision, we got Captain America and the Winter Soldier, so the new Captain America, and then yeah, those are the three Marvel big ones, and then of course you got the Black Widow trailer, the newest one that came out, but I mean that's a standalone movie or whatnot, not really Disney Plus related. So although Loki was only on for just a tiny bit, it was just a warm feeling seeing that character. Like it just brought warmth to me, and I was like, you know what? I am so stoked. Like because I was kind of like skeptical, just because like we already know. I'm not really big into, well, we already know the fate of what's going to happen to Loki, so having like this kind of spinoff is kind of pointless to me. That's how I look at things. But then like seeing it and how it made me feel, I'm like, you know what? This could be cool. This could be really, really cool. So we'll see what ends up happening there.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I've voiced my opinion so many times. Like, I love Loki. Like, I love his character. I love him. I love that man. Because if I had to choose right now, if somebody said, Tisa, you have to abandon the Avengers, if you have to choose between Thor and Loki, either, you know, the good guys or the bad guys, I'd be like, deuces, peace out, fucking Avengers, bye. Like, I'm going with Loki, just because I love him. He's so much fun. I love that he does little pranks and stuff like that, and he's so playful. The character is amazing, and I think that Marvel's like really done a really good job of just blossoming him throughout a little bit more throughout each movie that he shows up in. I don't know about you, but like he's grown for sure as a character. So I don't really give a shit about any of the other ones. I'm just looking forward to that one, just because I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I feel it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be really interesting. I don't really know, you know, what the storyline or what any of that is going to be. But for what is going to be as far as a character standpoint, I think it's cast my interest enough right now. So we'll see what happens there. But there was WandaVision, which is the one that I'm most interested in. And we got to see, you know, the Scarlet Witch in her many different outfits, which is really cool to see in the style that they're going to be doing it. So I think that's going to be a very fun, unique show. I like that because I feel like it's going to be something that we haven't seen as of late, as far as the Marvel Universe, as far as like comedy / entertainment, and then hopefully, you know, some action and suspense to go with it. So that one's interesting. And then, I mean, the Captain America and Winter Soldier one, I'm still trying to get used to the fact that there's going to be a new Captain America, but it did look really cool. Like, it looks like it's going to be pretty action-packed, which is, I mean, that's the only thing you can really ask for at this point, I feel. Just give it a lot of good old action.
You're excited about WandaVision more than... Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'm definitely... that was the one that, from the start, I was most interested in, and then, you know, now seeing it as far as the ones that they're putting in, that's the one that I'm most interested at this point because of its different outtake compared to the other two, I would say.
I can respect that. So it has nothing to do with the fact that she's hot.
I mean, that could have something to do with it. I mean, it could. I was gonna try to wait, you know, for like the Valentine's Day special kind of thing to do something like that. But, you know, since you're bringing it up now, yeah, I would say that could definitely possibly be something. Yep.
All right, cool. And I agree, she's totally hot, and the show looks really cool. So I'm with you on that. But Loki is definitely number 1, and Wanda can be number 2. So there's that. So you watched the game, right?
I did.
You watched.
Yeah. Well, as much as I could.
Who were you rooting for?
I was rooting for the Niners, the 49ers.
All right, same. My parents were doing the same. So obviously, you know, disappointment.
No, not really, because I really like Andy Reid, who is the coach for the Chiefs. And okay. I was happy that he got a Super Bowl finally, because the dude is awesome. He's 61 years old, I think they said. And he hasn't had a Super Bowl ring yet. He's been to a Super Bowl before with the Eagles. But, you know, he's a really cool guy and an amazing coach. So I was very happy for him. All the other players I didn't really care about. But the biggest reason why I wanted the 49ers to win is because I've always liked the 49ers just because of the old times, like with Steve Young and you know, Jerry Rice and stuff like that. I thought that was like good times when football was actually good and not like, oh my God, you touched me, here's a flag, you know. It's not as petty as it was back then. But you know, I really like John Lynch, who used to play for the Bucks. He was a safety, and he is the general manager of the 49ers. So, you know, I was rooting for him too. But, you know, it was definitely entertaining for the game that I got to see. But yeah, it was a good Super Bowl, I would say. So definitely, I'm looking forward to, as far as sports wise, it's something that we don't really talk about on the podcast too much. But I'm really looking forward to the drafting and how the next season is going to go, because it seems like it's going to be a lot of young players moving into the NFL next season. So it'll be interesting.
Finally. So how about that halftime show though?
Oh, well, here is my... Oh, okay, you go.
Before we crack this nut open.
Yes. Oh, hey-o.
Hey-o. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's blowing up all over the internet about the halftime show. How, you know, it's kind of like split down the middle. Some people thought it was amazing. Some people thought it was too much. So what side of the fence do you fall on as far as this whole Super Bowl halftime show with the Shakira and J-Lo?
I felt it should have been more Shakira, less J-Lo. That's my take on it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
why do you say that? Do you like the weird, awkward tongue flicking she did in the camera? Or?
Yes. More than I would like to admit. Yes. But
Whoa!
Here's the thing. I felt Shakira outperformed in the way that you were supposed to perform in these types of things. Like, J-Lo's always a great performer, but she didn't fucking sing. Like, she barely sung. She spent more time hopping on the pole and, like, walking around and doing her booty thing than anything. Yeah. Shakira was playing the drums. She was playing the guitar. She was singing. She was doing the tongue thing. She was dancing. She was shaking it. Like, I just felt as a performer, I like Shakira's side. And, you know, because I'm Hispanic, there was more Latino style to Shakira's part than there was for J-Lo. And I was kind of hoping it was going to be more of that. So, and then of course it got really weird when the two, you know, Spanish rapper dudes came in, and it was just awkward. It was just really awkward for those parts. So, but yeah, for me, I would have had more Shakira.
Scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate that performance?
I say it was 7 out of 10. It was 7 out of 10.
7? Okay,
yeah,
solid.
Yeah, I'd say 7 out of 10. I don't think it's as horrible as other people are saying that it is. I just think that, you know, it just wasn't. I feel people are probably more disappointed because you got these two big Latino female stars, and you were thinking it was going to be like this big blow up. But I felt like it had so much build, but never any like poof, you know? It just kind of sunk back in, and everyone was depressed. So
it's like a quick little and then
Yeah, exactly.
you know, like almost like your grandma walked in, and you're like, oh god, and then
Yeah,
you lost it.
there you go. That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, well, again, I did not watch the game, but I know pretty much everything that happened, all the important shit. And the halftime show I caught glimpses of on YouTube and stuff like that. Heard lots of people bitching about it at work, seen a lot of people bitching about it online. Here's the thing. It's football. It's adult entertainment. It's sports. You know, there's going to be people of all ages, teenagers, kids, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, they put it on at night for ridiculousness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, when can we just get on a stage, perform a good song, and entertain the people with our talent? Like, at what point are we going to bring it back to that? Because I feel like that's what it used to be. You know, you'd have like these amazing bands, you know, like Aerosmith or like Bon Jovi or some of these really old bands that would come up and they just rock the fucking house on Super Bowl Sunday, and then like blow everybody's minds. Amazing halftime show. The end. Now we've got tits falling out, fucking twerking, pole dancing, fucking fire, people ripping their shirts off. Like, what's next? Somebody's just gonna have sex on the stage. Like, that's it. Like, no music. Like, no music. No, like, dancing. It's just gonna be two people just getting it on right in front of the, like, 50-yard line. Like, so, I don't know. But I feel like it's just escalating and escalating. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it was entertaining, which that's all we could ask for, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. No, it definitely was entertaining. I can't deny that. But, you know, another thing too, I felt like it was short. I felt like I've seen other Super Bowl halftime shows that were much longer. Like, all I could think about was, like, I remember Bruno Mars being like an hour long.
Dude,
like,
yes.
he had like 17 different like styles and you know, like wardrobe changes and like atmosphere and setups and stuff like that. And I'm like, I felt like this one was so short compared to those. But a lot of people brought up good points, maybe because it took so long to do like the setup and stuff and all the stuff that they did. They didn't have the time, or it made it seem short. I don't know. But, you know, I mean, like I said, regardless, it is what it is. You know, it happened. It's over with. You know, it just wasn't as good as people were hoping for, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of unfair because can you imagine how much money they just, well, I can't say money because honestly, Bruno Mars is probably just as expensive, but I just feel like Bruno Mars is a hell of a performer. He has hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. So it's like he can go on forever. And I know that the between the two ladies, they had enough hits to go around as well, but I don't know. Maybe they just ran out of ideas. It's like, shake your ass for 20 minutes. That's good enough. That's all people want to see. Back to the game, you know? Like,
yeah.
So I just wanted to touch on that because I know that's a big buzz right now and everybody's kind of talking about it. So now you guys know where we stand on the whole situation. I'm indifferent about it. I don't really care. And it looks like Spaniard's more on the Shakira, shake them hips, don't lie kind of shit. Yes. I fucked it up, I know. But yeah. I know I messed that up. But anyway, I completely skipped over one thing that I want to go backtrack a little bit on the Loki, because I don't know if we touched on the whole fact that Owen was supposed to be casted in that show.
Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm like, I personally, I like Owen Wilson. However, I don't feel like he is like the best actor. I just feel like he's always that kind of like, you know, funny, kind of sarcastic kind of guy. Like, okay, here he is. And you know what you're going to get when you see him. However, I never watched the movie, but there was that family movie. I forget what it's called, but it's about the kid who has like the very, like his face, because of the disease he has, is not normal. So he puts on like this astronaut helmet and he's like a family.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonder.
Yes, Wonder. I heard great things. I never watched it, but I heard great things about it, and I heard his performance in there was awesome. So
yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, so perhaps something like that, maybe more of a role. I don't know what he's going to play. I mean, we already have Loki as this very sarcastic, very grinning kind of character, so I don't know if they've said what Owen Wilson's going to play. I think they just said they casted him.
Yeah,
but hopefully he kind of has a different role. So it would be nice for a change just to kind of see it different, you know. But I like Owen. I'm not saying I'm like thrilled about it or anything like that. I think it's cool because it's somebody who's well known. But
so would you be disappointed if they casted?
If they what?
If they casted him as Loki.
Well, they can't cast him as Loki. Loki's playing Loki.
I'm saying if they... I know, but I'm saying
yeah, absolutely.
They didn't have that...
Oh, absolutely.
And they were filling that role, and they put him as Loki. Do you feel like he did a shitty job?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's just no way. There's just no way. I don't think... here's the thing. I feel in today's comic book world, it takes a very, very special actor and actress to make these characters come to life. And this is why I say this. It's because of the fact that these are made up characters, okay? They are, created from the greatest minds of imagination you will ever see. And to be engulfed in such a character, to make it real into people's eyes whom have only seen them in cartoon shows and comic books and novels, and actually see like, oh, this is actually how that character would be, that's how you know they're doing a fucking good job, you know? Like, the whole Marvel casting was amazing because each one of those characters made you believe that that is who they are. Only Robert Downey Jr. can ever play Iron Man. Only, forgot Evan, what's his name? Shit. I can't even think of the actor's name. But the one who played Captain America.
Oh, I don't remember his name either.
I just blanked out. But,
whatever.
Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. Yeah, but see, if you see anyone else, that's why it's kind of weird for me to see this new Cap, because I'm like, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm still excited, but I just don't know if it's going to be Captain or not. So
I think it'll be fine because they did a really nice job of leading. If it was just like, bam, here's the new Captain America, that'd be... But they were leading towards that for several movies. Like, I could tell. I mean, in that nice part in the Endgame movie, just the toss-off, just... It was nice. I think they did a good job. So, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch on that because supposedly is being casted inside the show. So I don't know. Like we said, it doesn't. I don't think it says who he's gonna play, but they said he's gonna be in it.
Right.
And I just can't wait. I'm so excited. But sorry. Anyways.
No. Yeah. Loki is definitely gonna be very interesting. We'll see how that goes. So, there is a huge we didn't really talk about this last episode, but there is like a huge thing happening in the gaming world where almost every game is getting delayed, which this has happened a few times in gaming years.
Several big games that have come out are delayed. They did that with Cyberpunk. They did that with the Final Fantasy,
Last of Us.
The Last of Us 2, and one that recently came out not that long ago too, but they delayed it the hell out of it. I don't remember which one, but yeah, you're right. It's becoming a trend. It's very more common than not, I would say.
So with that, there hasn't really been anything new to play. Not that I have funds to go out and buy all these types of games or what have you or anything like that.
I'm broke as fuck.
But that being said, I look at the future. And I'm like, okay, so the first game that I'm actually interested is in March. And then there's another game in April, and then in May, and then in June. So I look at this and I'm like, I remember last E3 when we did our awesome E3 episode, as we always have. And we were talking about how March was just going to be so loaded with games. Brand new IPs, and it's like, what is my wallet gonna do? But the wallet gods answered our call, because there is literally like just a couple of games in March that are coming out that I feel like most people will either get or try to pick between. And then literally it's like a game every month and people can actually enjoy the games. I'm happy because I literally thought I was going to buy like 6 games in March and then be like, you know, living on the streets. But this is how we go. So I'm a huge fan of Animal Crossings. I love Animal Crossings. And like every other Animal Crossings fan, we are very much anticipating the next Animal Crossings, which is New Horizon, that's going to be on the Switch. It comes out in March. 20th. Yes. And I am so stoked for this game. I was telling my wife about it, and I'm like, you will like this game. I was like, have you ever played Sims? She was like, no. I said, okay. I said, it's good, because this is better than The Sims. It's like, it's so... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. We can even do a numbers poll if you want to. I guarantee it. Animal Crossing is that...
Honestly, I don't have enough Animal Crossings experience under my belt to make an educated vote. But I very much enjoyed The Sims. Like, all the expansion packs, I was obsessed with The Sims on PC forever.
Nice,
Oh my god, I loved it. I even had it. Remember when PSP was a thing? The handheld PlayStation?
Yes.
I had one of those, and I had The Sims Shipwrecked game on the PSP with, like, Need for Speed, and I even had, like, those movies that you could play on the PSP. Remember the movies?
Yes.
I think I could still have my PSP. God, those were the days. Anyway, sorry, I went on a tangent. Yeah, man, like, I really like The Sims. So they're similar to The Sims. I know. I've only seen, like, some gameplay. I actually haven't played it very much myself. But I've heard nothing but good things about it. I know that my best friend Tiff, her boyfriend Matt, loves Animal Crossings as well. So I know he's looking forward to the game as well.
Yes. It's such a fun, like, experience. When you play Animal Crossings, like, it's one of those games, like, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna play, and then it's like 2:00 in the morning. You're like, what? Like, what happened? You know, you were kidnapped.
Like, the time like goes by so fast when you're playing games like that.
Exactly.
I remember sitting in front of my PC, like, on The Sims, like, for days. My mom would be like, "Are you gonna eat?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Give me my plate, and I'd eat right there at the computer. And I'd eat at the computer, and I'd play The Sims, and I wouldn't get up. Because I had to make sure that my person showered, and she had to get to work on time, and I had to make sure that she had friends, she had to socialize, I had to make sure she had a boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like, these are things that need to be done, and it just takes up so many hours of your day. It just sucks you in, and then before you know it, you haven't showered, and you don't have a boyfriend, and you don't have a social life because you're too busy getting into The Sim. Oh, God, those were the days. Anyways, then I wonder why I'm single. No, but that's not the only game that comes out in March, though, right? The Animal Crossing. And then what? Doesn't Doom Eternal come out in March?
Doom! Yes.
Yeah, now we're talking, baby. That's the one that I want to play.
Doom. Yeah, I'm so... Here's the thing. I was happy that Doom got delayed, but I was so sad that it got delayed in March because I have to be completely honest. You know I'm a big Doom guy.
You're Animal Crossings before Doom, aren't you?
Yes, and this is the only reason why. This is the only reason why is because Final Fantasy got delayed until April. Okay? And because Final Fantasy got delayed until April, I am playing Animal Crossing till April, and then the rest of my life is Final Fantasy after April because
you're never gonna get Doom. You're never gonna get it.
You're right.
The same thing you did. That's the same bullshit you pulled when you said you were gonna get fucking Devil May Cry 5, and then I bought it, and you're like, "Oh, I got my fix by watching streams." Blah blah blah.
I did. I absolutely did. I did get my fix, and I was happy because I got the games that I got to enjoy and play. Now, that's not to say that I won't get the game. It's just not a game that I will get at launch. So there's just here's the way that I have to look at things is that Like, I want to get Animal Crossings because I love the series, and it's something that I want to experience with my wife because she hasn't experienced yet. Like, I remember when we were first playing, because she likes Mario, but she liked the side-scrolling ones, and then I ended up getting the Super Mario Odyssey. And that was just like a whole treat because we spent hours and hours and hours and weeks playing that game together. And then we get other games, you know, like we got the Yoshi, we got the Donkey Kong, you know, and stuff like that. And then of most recent time, we got Luigi's Mansion, the 3, and we had a really good time with it. So it's that reason why I'm more excited to get Animal Crossings versus Doom. Whereas if I were to compare Doom to Final Fantasy, you know me, I'm just a big Final Fantasy fan. I've been waiting for this, just like every Final Fantasy fan, for this remake.
No, not gonna lie, like I'm not even a Final fan like you are. I love Final Fantasy. I've never really invested that much time into it though. Like I've only played games here and there, like especially the really old ones, like the OG Final Fantasies. Those are the ones that I know and love. Everything in between is just kind of like hit or miss. Sometimes I played them, sometimes I didn't. Just like the Grand Theft Autos, like I didn't play all the Grand Theft Autos. I think I played like 1 through 3, and then I like stopped. So, but anyway, yeah, I saw a trailer, or like yeah, I think it was a trailer for Final Fantasy that was on Facebook, and it just looked fucking flawless, like beautiful. I'm like, yes. Oh, like I don't even care. I'm like, I just want this game just because it's beautiful. You know how I am, a sucker for that kind of stuff. So yes, it's gonna be amazing. I'm excited for you because I know you're a diehard fan. So maybe you should stream it if you can. That is something I really want to get into, like hardcore. I just don't want to do it because my schedule is kind of a little wonky. And once my schedule is like legit and good, and I really want to get our podcast in the video format. That's what I want to really work on too. Right. I feel like once we get all that kind of rolling, then I can kind of say, okay, we got this down. Now I can kind of do this on my own time. Because I do like streaming. I'm big into interaction, and I do like kind of talking to myself and other people. So it works out. It works out. But for Animal Crossings, the whole reason I brought this up is because just like they did with the Smash Brothers game, they're coming out with a Nintendo Switch Animal Crossings. And holy shit, TisaBoBeesa, it looks beautiful. Like it looks like it was crafted by the goddess herself. Like, oh, the colors on this thing. It's very bright. It's very springtime, Eastery, pastel colored. I enjoy it. It's a nice switch up from the original colors, and I know they've come out with a variety of different switches because these bastards know that nerds are going to pay for it. Yes. They're like, oh, well, we already bought 3 of them. No, we need this one too. It's Animal Crossing. We're going to have fucking 6 switches all over the fucking house just because it's different kinds. And I know that's what they do. You know, there's somebody out there who owns like every single different version of the Switch. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a somebody out there item. Owns them all. Yep. Me? No, so, I'm just kidding. But this one is really cool. Yes. I like the colors as well. I'm more of a dark color kind of a person, so I don't think I would buy this version. Like, if I didn't have a Switch, I don't think I would buy this one. You don't think you'd buy this one? It's too cotton candy cute for me. Mm-hmm, I like the one that I have, which is the dark gray console with the black and the gray remotes. Right. It's like super dull, like sleek looking on my entertainment center. I enjoy it. Okay. But this one is really cute. If you're into that kind of thing, like it's really nice. It has like the little characters, like the little what the fuck is his name? The little raccoon guy. Oh, look. Yeah. They have them on the front with a little island in the water. It's just cute. It's a nice little version of the Switch, which apparently is $300 on Amazon. I accidentally clicked on the link to Amazon. Buy it. $300 pre-order on Amazon, in case you're curious, because I clicked on it. Yes. So yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm excited for you. Now, I am going to revert back to something that I found, and I wanted to see what you thought about this, because it's saying that you can use the PlayStation remote for the Switch.
Right.
Now, I know that a lot of the common complaints about the Switch, everyone loves the Switch. Okay, let me just start out with that. Everyone loves the Switch. Everyone that I've ever known that's had the Switch enjoys it. I love it because of the simple fact that it's convenient. I can pick it up and go, bring it back. It's not like this headache with wires and shit. You just put it back on the dock. It's back on the TV. No harm, no foul. Amazing console. However, my only gripe is the fact that the Joy-Cons are way too fucking small. I hate it, and I know that you can buy, like, the fucking regular, what do they call it, pro controllers or whatever.
Right,
you can slide into that bullshit thing and make this ugly square-looking remote control, which doesn't feel natural at all in your hands. It's just the whole thing is fucked up. So, this caught my eye because I'm a PlayStation fan. That's my favorite console. The fact that you can use the PlayStation with the Switch, I just feel like this is very convenient, because the PlayStation controller is my favorite one right now. Not of all time, just right now, because it's always felt really good in my hands. And so I don't know. I know that you probably won't use this, but do you think that this will become like a thing for people?
I don't see why not, honestly. I feel people are very comfortable with controllers, and they'll do whatever it takes. I mean, help, even people will buy, like, replica controllers if they can't use their controller for a certain system, but it's mapped out the way of another controller that they like, right? So, for me, I think this is great, because I feel like it gives gamers that, hey, I am playing Super Smash Brothers with my PlayStation 4 controller on the Nintendo, right? So, when I go over to go play, The Last of Us, I don't have to worry about, different mapping of buttons. I don't have to worry about, it doesn't have this. It feels the same. I'm totally cool with that, because guess what? If you could do the same thing with any other controller, just like, you can do Xbox on PC, Xbox is thinking about doing the NVIDIA thing or whatever like that. Like, it's nice, because when you have like 5-7 different controllers, just think about like a TV, right? That's why they made a universal fucking remote, because it's all in one. So if you could just have one controller that you're comfortable with to do everything, why not? I'm cool with that, but for me, I'm okay with the Switch. It doesn't bother me like it does other people for the Nintendo Switch. The only thing that I would say bothers me with it is the fact that for the sideways one, like if you have to use it just for the smaller, just for one Joy-Con itself, it is very awkward. It is very awkward. Yeah. I would rather have both of them connected into like the actual controller that you can make it into with the two Joy-Cons put into it.
Right.
But yeah, we don't have any issues when we play with that. So and my wife and I play hours and hours of Nintendo Switch with that. So whether it's Mario Kart or Mario or whatever. So but yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I don't see, like I said, I don't have an issue with that. I think that's cool. I think it should be more like that. Like, I was stoked when they made that feature for Steam for the PlayStation 4 controller. I was stoked on that. Like, because then it's like, okay, even though I already had the Xbox controller, because some games you gotta play a controller, it just feels awkward with keyboard and mouse. But to actually now have the PlayStation 4 controller as like, hey, you could just plug it in and it goes right through, it's beautiful. It's just so fluid, and I love it.
Yes, it's, I am a huge fan of controller. First of all, I play most of my PC games on controller. I am that person. No fucks given. Make fun of me. Judge me. I don't care. Fight me. Okay? Because here's the thing. Every time I say I'm on controller on any kind of PC game, I always get so much shit from all of my gamer friends. They're like, oh, you always controller on your PC. Why are you using a controller on a PC? Because, bitch, I don't want a fucking backache in the morning, and I don't want carpal tunnel. Fuck off. If you're jealous, get your own goddamn remote. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, I am not going to hunch forward on my damn keyboard and mouse for hours on end. Why not? When I can kick back in my squeaky-ass fucking chair, get my Xbox controller, and just kick back and play my games, like, relaxed, I mean, if you had a choice between being relaxed and being all stiff and shit, like, why wouldn't you use a controller? So, I mean, I just see a lot of memes and like a lot of comments online, and a lot of people that post just shit talking on people that play remote like controller with a PC game. But I don't care, man. I'm putting it out there for whoever else out there that likes it, just like me. Like, don't be ashamed. Be proud. Be proud of using a controller, because you know what? You're just smarter than everybody else. That's all it is. So anyway.
Shit, felt like that was deep.
Yeah, you know, it's just been really ragging on me lately. Jesus, like, come on, get off my ass.
Well, here's the reason why, right? Here's the reason why. Like, keyboard and mouse has been around forever, right? Forever.
Yes. Since before consoles?
Before analog sticks, okay?
Correct.
Before joysticks. So, in that sense, if you look at it, like, every one of us has played, Duke Nukem or like old school. Everything was on computer. Like, so you were used to it. So you can't say, oh, like that. But it's because of the console birth when it really came to fruition, right? With the joysticks, you had Xbox, you had PlayStation 1, you had Nintendo with the Nintendo 64, and they had like 16 joysticks on theirs. It's like, okay, you get this feeling of, hey, this feels good on your thumb. This feels good. You move a character and you feel like you're moving it. It's just it was the fluidity of the movement, right? Versus like dragging this big ass mouse across your mouse pad to make things happen and look around and stuff like that. So, it's just, I feel like it's more about, if you're more tradition to it, it feels better. Like for me, I'll be honest, like I like controller for anything third person. I feel like keyboard and mouse just feels super awkward for anything that is third person. However, there are some first person shooter games or first person games that I play that I prefer with keyboard and mouse, and then others that I prefer with controller. So it just really depends. So, but I feel like, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you like. If you get owned playing whichever one that you do, then you get owned. But at least you're comfortable and you're having fun. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, like perfect example is like when it's number one, obviously. Like I play it on PlayStation 4, but I could not imagine playing it on PC on mouse and keyboard. I just can't. Like no, I just can't. It just doesn't work that way. It has to be controller. Like you said, some games, they just need to be controller. I don't care. Like, I don't even care if I buy it on PC and I have a controller. If it just feels better that way, then that's the way I'm going to play it. And sometimes I'm a little ridiculous. I will admit that, because like I play Uno with my friend and we'll sit there and play Uno for like hours. Okay. It's a simple game of Uno, cards, point and click, right? That's it. There's no like key bindings or anything that you need to learn. Just point and click. What card are you going to play down, right? No, my lazy ass is using a goddamn Xbox controller to play Uno, Spaniard. Like, that's just terrible.
That is sad. I will say that is sad.
That's where you gotta draw the line. You gotta draw the line somewhere. And I think I just got a little ridiculous in that. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll use my mouse. I think it's just because I'm lazy and I want to lean forward on the keyboard and the mouse. I just want to just chill in my chair. Like, lean backwards away from the
why don't you just get a wireless keyboard with a mouse built into it?
Have you ever done that before? It's all awkward.
But you're just pressing two buttons for Uno.
True. I guess I could get like a wireless mouse, honestly, because point and click.
Okay, so. Yeah, just a wireless mouse though.
That's an idea. That is an idea. All right, cool. So anyway, that's all I have for today. What about you, Spaniard? Do you have anything else you want to add?
No. Let us know what you think in regards to the multi-stream. It was our first time. I did see some dips in frames per second, but it looks like everything else is good. So just let us know how it sounded, how it went, if we should...
Did it lag? Was it like quality? You know, which one did you like better? Did you like Facebook or do you like YouTube better? We're just toying around with these platforms to see what works best for us, and if you guys prefer one over the other, let us know.
Yes, because
I see we have listeners on both, honestly.
Yeah. So we want to know, because when we go and do our video, obviously we're gonna have to pick one. So that way, you know, we can continue on because we know everyone's been wanting us to do the video. So that's going to be coming up soon. And yeah, we look forward to doing our Valentine's Day edition podcast episode next week.
Hey, I got a dad joke for you.
Okay, here we go. Dad joke.
You haven't looked at the dad jokes, have you, in my server?
No.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure you didn't see this one.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you throw a cat out the window, is it kitty litter?
Wow. And that's gonna do it for episode.
No. I got one more.
All right, one more. Ready? Okay. All right.
Dad joke. Dad joke. This is the last one for this week. Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I named my toilet Jim instead of John.
And that's gonna do it for episode 60. Oh, okay.
No, I named my toilet Jim instead of John. Everyone is so impressed when I tell them I go to the gym every morning. I love that one. I laughed so hard when I read it. Oh, God.
Jesus.
Get it?
Nah.
You go to the gym every morning?
Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus.
You're welcome, everyone, for the dad jokes. Thank you for listening. Please tune in again next week. We'll be toying around with YouTube some more. And don't forget to...
Geek out! You know, the worst part about hearing that is that when my wife hears these, this is all I'm going to hear about because she likes corny ass jokes. So.
Oh hell yeah, Ava! See, tell him let me more. I got more. I got like 3 more I could.
No, this is over here.
All right, I'm gonna save it for next week.
All right, bye.